What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, not 4. We are here with another festival playlist. We are in Series 6 in the summer season, and as always we are starting with Photo Challenge. Photograph, the 2016 Porsche Cayman GT4 at the Farad Rueda Lion mural in Playa Azul. Now, Playa Azul is over here in the east, and the mural is along this main road to the side. So there's a house with this drawing, and then you take the picture. The Porsche Cayman GT4 can be bought at the auto show for 85,000. So nothing special going on there. You can simply buy that, which is always convenient, and we'll see each other with, I think, the Collectible Challenge. Next up we have Collectibles, and make Horizon Festival even more vibrant by smashing 25 paint barrels. Now, the paint barrels are a new collectible that has been put on the map, and there is a big number of them at the main festival, and that's where you should be doing it. So you go to the Horizon Festival Mexico here with the big drag strip, and then you can see there is a ton of them, even just as you spawn outside of the festival area. You get to see a ton of them, as you can see here. And there's the drag strip area. There's also a big number of them at the drag strip. So, if you want to get them there, that's a good spot to do it as well. You obviously have even more here. And getting 25 of it really shouldn't be much of a problem. Move them to the side roads here as well, around the festival. And if you do not find 25 of them, what you basically can do is reboot the game. And what that does is it respawns the collectibles that you smashed. And, well, then you can get another set of paint barrels to smash. That is probably quicker. And you should probably do it in solo, so that random people aren't taking your paint barrels away. But luckily we did it. But yeah, if random people are smashing too many of your paint barrels, then you can obviously try to do it in solo, then you don't have people doing that. And you can always reboot the game and respawn a lot of them, so that also works. And we'll see each other with weekly Forzathon. For the weekly challenge, we need to own and drive the most powerful muscle car in production, the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And that is also available at the auto show for 150,000. And obviously in wheel spins if you are lucky enough to get it. And if you have it, you can just go to Dodge. And then you have Challenger SRT Demon 2018. And that will complete chapter number 1. And we can stay at the festival, because the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon is purpose-built for drag racing, so keep it stuck to win an A-class drag race. So we just stay here at the festival drag strip and we do a drag race. Now, the easiest way to do this is obviously by lowering the difficulty, and you want to do the actual race, not some custom stuff. And then obviously pick the Challenger. Obviously you can do any drag race, but I think there is only like 2 or 3, I'm not entirely sure. But festival drag strip, you're there anyway if you do the challenges that way, so just do it right there, right? And keep it stuck obviously means no tuning, so it is going to be done with the car that we have. And yeah, if you really want to make this easier, you can just go to Novice, and I think it goes even lower than that, right? Yeah, new tourist. Okay. Yeah, I think this is easy. And then you can just drive. Now this shouldn't be an issue. Start obviously always problematic against the AI, but if you drive on a difficulty like that, you really shouldn't have a problem. And we are getting close to a finish. Car obviously very pretty. And there we go. That is a win in a drag race, and that completes chapter 2, or so I would think. There we go, and yes, that completes chapter 2, and we will see each other with chapter 3. Chapter 3 is basically the same. Take your 840 HP supercharged 6.2 liter Hemi V8 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. That is a lot of text to describe a car. And upgrade it to win an S1 class drag race. Now obviously when want to tune it to the S1 class, which is from 801 to 900 rating. And that's exactly what I did. And well, then you do the same race again, but with the S1 class, and that makes it a little bit quicker, although most of the time it's loading and not actually driving, so where's that? Also pick one of the many tunes out there to do it. If you play on a low difficulty, it doesn't matter anyway. As long as your car is in the S1 class, you'll be fine. And there we go. This time not as big of an issue at the start. And now we're obviously driving away from them. And that should be another win. There it is, and that should complete chapter 3. Or at least it should in just a moment. Obviously 5 seconds sort of for race time, but again, most time is actually spent waiting. And there we go, that completes chapter 3, and we will see each other with chapter 4. And chapter 4 is probably the easiest we ever had. 1 in 3,300 take-off photo, I guess that's a mistake, of your limited edition 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon to remember this moment forever. Well, we can do that much, I guess. So you take a picture. And then you quit. And then you have completed chapter number 4. Yes, and we will see each other with the stunts. And first we start with a danger sign, Eagle's Perch. And that's one down here. We need to use the Reliant Supervan, which is this car right here. It costs 35,000 and normally it's a 100 rated car, which is absolutely terrible. So in order to do this, I highly recommend actually getting it to the 500 rating that you are allowed to use. Because what we need to do is do it in the D-class rated Reliant Superman. So you can't go above 500 rating, but you can go up to 500. And what you need to reach is 377.3 feet, which is quite a lot if you only have 100 rated Reliant Superman, but it's okay with 500, and well, I guess we'll try to do it right now. The challenge here is actually landing the car, not getting the jump. Getting the jump is easy. Landing the car is not, because if you flip, you fail the jump. Like even if you flip after the landing, I'm explicitly slowing down here to not go too far. That's 411. You can obviously go a lot further if you hold down the throttle, but then you might struggle with actually flipping the car and failing the jump, which is always possible. Like you see with this guy has just failed, although he was jumping very far, so poor that guy. I can't see his name anymore, he seems to fast travel back. So yeah, don't do that. Make sure you jump somewhat straight and get a good landing. And we'll see that with the next stunt. Next up we have the Speed Trap Northern Passage. It's the one up here. Very approachable from both sides actually. And we need to reach 195 miles an hour in a Super GT car in the S1 class. So S1 class means between 801 and 900 rating, obviously using a car that gets the maximum out of it, so 900 is advised to make it a little bit easier. Super GT you can find if you have such cars when you go to change car and you press the filter button down there. And in car type you filter for Super GT, which is right here. And then all of the cars here apply, but you also need to make sure that you're in the S1 class. And lots of pretty cool Ferraris in there, but also some Mercedes, some Aston Martins. So just pick whichever you like that you have, or go to the auto show and buy one that you have. And again, make sure it's in the S1 class. And what did we need to reach? 195. Let's see if we can do that. Like I mentioned previously, you can do this from both sides. The trick is to get through this corner at high speed. And yeah, we get to 198. And on this side, the same is the case, although this corner is a little bit tighter. However, the straight van is a little bit longer. So it's a bit of a trade-off. On the other side, it's more about the corner. Here it is also about the corner, but you have a little bit longer where you can go straight. So we managed to do that. I hope you can do that as well. And we do the speed zone as the last challenge. And then lastly we have a speed zone, Orilla del Rio. It's this one down here. And we need to reach 90 miles an hour in the Alpine A110 from 1973. Now, here is something interesting. When you go to Alpine, oh, we have Alpine right here at the start, you have this one, the A110 from 1973. And the A110 from 2017. Don't use this one, that one doesn't count. You need to use this one. Now, I know it's tempting because this one is a D-class car, actually a C-class car, and this one is a B-class car. And if you check, you will see you will need to use a B-class Alpine A110 1973, which means, yes, if you paid attention, you need to tune your car. Because the stock one doesn't count. It's not good enough. So you need to choose this car and then you need to upgrade it into the B class. so that's between 601 and 700 rating, and obviously as always it makes sense to go the full 700. And well, once you've done that, you only need to reach the 90 miles an hour in this speed zone, and we'll try to do just that in a moment. As is this guy doing there apparently. Yes. Unfortunately we don't see his car rating, so we don't know if he is at least doing it right. We are so far a good bit above 90. So far no trouble, and we're staying a good bit above 90, and we actually reach 100, which rather easily completes this, and that completes the seasonal challenges for this week. I might do a video on the seasonal championship, and I definitely will cover this, but generally speaking, for the normal challenges we always do, that is it. So I hope you enjoyed it, hope you can do them as well, and until next time, next week with the autumn series, farewell.